And we're up? I believe we are up. Hey everybody, I'm that one person. Welcome back to the Simpsons game. We're gonna finish this shit today. And also, if there's anyone watching right now, I don't know if there are, but if there are, then do me a favor and let me know if the audio levels are off. I was messing around with them a little bit. It looks like my voice is a bit too loud. That should be better? A little bit more. That should be better. I'm just gonna assume that that's good. I'm trying my best here. Why am I getting a fucking tutorial for Stream Manager? I've done this a billion times before. Why did they change everything? Whatever, fuck it. We're just gonna roll with it. We are at the end of the game. However, the problem is, 2 of the levels at the end of this game use copyrighted music. Or at the very least, music that could get copyrighted. I know one of them is definitely gonna get copyrighted, because it's literally just an actual song. So we're just gonna turn this off for the next level and the final level. Or at least the final part of the final level. And that's probably gonna make things incredibly awkward. So I guess I could probably do something about that by just turning on another soundtrack or something. Should I do that? I don't want to overcomplicate things. I already have so much shit going on. And I'll just pass. You guys will get to see how incredibly awkward this game is without audio. Not that it matters, because it desyncs all the time anyway.
Graffitos, bottle and bags, and way more pimps than I'm comfortable with. I just don't understand why Bart would want to play this game.
What is it with cats and mice? Can't they ever get along?
Lisa, you and I are gonna clean up this video game once and for all.
Do you think it will still be fun if you can't stomp cat prostitutes and take their money?
Of course. What's more fun than playing nice?
Brain. Sorry, there's a lot of changes on all sorts of Twitch and everything, and it's throwing me off. I'm probably gonna be alone for most of the stream. I mean, I'm usually alone, but I mean, like, I get the feeling there's not gonna be anyone much in chat, you know? So I'm just gonna fucking roll with it and see how this turns out. This is the last Marge level in the game. There are 3 Marge levels in this entire game. And that's really disappointing, because they're arguably the most different. It's definitely the most variety in the game that we have. Even if it is literally just Pikmin. It's something different, you know? It's different than just what is mostly the same throughout the entire rest of the game. Regardless, I should probably give a breakdown of the story. This game's story is a fucking insane mess, and that's probably the part of the point. I mean, I'm not even sure if it matters if I explain, like, the first 2 chapters, because at this point, it even tie in that much. We've gone on a whole fucking different-ass... This game's plot is a mess, and I just said that, I know, but this game's plot is a mess, and I feel the need to point out that this game and its plot is a mess. Is this joke getting old yet? Regardless, I'm gonna go over the plot anyway, even if it is ridiculous. The game started off with Homer in a fucking chocolate-induced fever dream. That's not even part of the plot, but that was the entire first level of the game, so it's at least something that I feel I should mention at least once. Because why not, I guess. So then after that, ignoring the completely irrelevant part of the story... Oh my god, Arizona's here. I thought you were gonna be busy all day. Also, yes, you are late, but that's fine, because honestly, considering you said you were gonna be doing something today, I figured you wouldn't be here at all. And I'm just glad that you showed up, and I appreciate that. we just kind of jumped into it, and also there's no music playing right now because this is one of the 2 levels that are definitely gonna, or that might get copyrighted. I'm not sure if this one is. On Twitch phone app. Ouch. Why am I getting stuck on everything? Good God. Yeah, the Twitch app isn't great. But I appreciate you making that sacrifice to come watch me. I appreciate that. And I will try to give you at least a somewhat entertaining stream today to make up for it. Because I am a wreck right now. And you know why. Because you were there with me at fucking 10 o'clock at night on Tabletop Simulator. Because you dragged me into playing Dungeons & Dragons with you. Never played it before. It was pretty alright. But I just wish I wasn't doing it at 10 o'clock at night on the day before I had to stream. My mind is a mess, and my life is a mess. Oh my God. Okay, so anyway, as I was just explaining, where was I with the plot? Oh, right. So after Homer's chocolate-induced fever dream, which is completely relevant to the plot and definitely plays into everything, and wasn't just there to be a tutorial level that doesn't tie into the game at all. No one's even gonna understand that reference, except for people who were on your stream. And you know what? I'm fine with that. We need to do something with Lisa. Regardless. So after whatever happened with Homer, which wasn't relevant to the plot, immediately after that we cut to a video. A video? I'm tired. Homer went to buy this game, not the Simpsons game, this game inside the Simpsons game, which is a GTA knockoff from GameStop. And then Marge showed up, didn't let him buy it, and then he just fucking found a manual for this game. This game being the Simpsons game, not this game which exists within the Simpsons game. For some reason. And then the whole first quote-unquote chapter, as I've been calling it, of the game is just the Simpsons doing regular Simpsons things. You know, Homer cheating at an eating contest, Bart breaking into a museum, Marge starting a riot, Lisa destroying an entire fucking woodcutting plant or whatever. You know, just normal Simpsons brand terrorist activities, except for Homer. All of that, also pretty much irrelevant to the plot, now that I think about it. This game just has like each chapter of this game has its own different plot, which has very little to do with the overarching plot. Which I guess would mean that this game doesn't really have an overarching plot. Because it's Simpsons, who cares? That's a little bit rude. Simpsons is a good show. I don't know, I'm just describing things poorly because I'm very tired. So anyway, after the Simpsons family destroy the town, they get home and start yelling at each other and have a domestic dispute because everyone's unhappy with how the other people used their powers or whatever. And then aliens show up because, of course. All of this sounds like I'm describing it very poorly, but that's honestly just the pacing of this game. They get into a domestic dispute, and then aliens. That's just how it happens. So after that, the Simpsons go fucking... They try to stop the alien invasion, but they can't. They have to talk to Professor Frink to upgrade their abilities. And this is where the main plot of the game starts, finally, at the beginning of Chapter 2, kind of. They go into some place called the Game Engine or something, which is where all games are made or something. And then Professor Frink gets kidnapped by Donkey Kong. you rescue him, whatever, upgrade your abilities, fight the aliens, yada yada yada. And then, out of nowhere, because they can't take down the alien mothership, they decide to look it up. Literally just look up the solution to the game that they are in. Which, I mean, fair. If you get stuck on a game and you can't figure anything out, sometimes you just gotta look it up. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes that's just what you gotta do. By the way, side note, are my audio levels fine, and is the audio out of sync? It's probably already out of sync. It's gonna get out of sync a lot, and we're gonna have to turn off the thing, the capture card, turn it on and off every so often, just because it's not gonna work properly. Because, of course. Oh. I think for a game with meta commentary about games, they should have referenced more Simpsons games, like the Pixel Simpsons would have been the sprites from the arcade game. The GTA clone should have been Hit and Run. Honestly, yeah. I respect that. That is words. My brain is dying, and I am not keeping up. Yes, I agree completely. That's a very good idea, and they definitely should have referenced more of the other Simpsons games. Especially because, weirdly enough, they have... I mean, I'll get to that in a second, but they have a reference to an NES Simpsons game, but it doesn't exist, even though there's actual NES Simpsons games that exist that they could have just used in the game. Man, don't ask me about the audio. I am watching this on a 2016 Samsung. Honestly fair, I get that. I should have thought about that before I asked. Oh wait, isn't this weird or something? Regardless. So the fucking where was I? They're trying to defeat the aliens. They can't beat the final boss of the aliens, quote unquote. So then they look it up, and then Homer just decides he wants to play solitaire and attempts to put his beer in the CD drive. I'm honestly, again, that's just how the pacing of this game is. I can't answer any questions you might have, because I don't have an answer for you either. Regardless. So after that happens, and Homer breaks their PC, they get brought back into the game engine, where they find Will Wright, developer of The Sims and SimCity, who is angry about the failure of one of his other games, which is another game that doesn't exist, Sim Sandwich. And sure, yeah, I get it, you want to make a funny reference about how they make a sim game about everything. This kind of goes back to what Arizona was saying, where if they want to do a meta commentary on games, why not just use an actual Sims game? Because there's a lot of weird Sims games. There's like a Sim Ant or something. They could have honestly put that in there and it would have, one, done the joke just as well, but two, actually commented on real games. Regardless, that's not the point here. I'm saying regardless a lot here. My head is killing me. Anyway. So, Will Wright is mad about the failure of the non-existent Sim Sandwich, and decides to take out his anger on the non-existent Simpsons game, Escape from Krusty Island, or something. Why they wouldn't just use an actual Simpsons game like Bart vs. the Space Mutants on the NES or something. Because it's very clearly an NES game, it shows in an NES cartridge and everything, but fucking whatever. I never even thought about this whole thing until Arizona brought it up, and now that I'm actually thinking about it for once, it's getting on my nerves, and I don't know why. It's bothering me more than it should now that Arizona has pointed out that it's something I should have thought about at some point. I am fucking rambling like crazy today. You know, for a guy who doesn't talk much, when I get tired, I just don't fucking stop talking, don't I? Okay. So I'm getting all wrapped up in things. After you find Will Wright trying to kill the other Simpsons from an old fake Simpsons game, you save them, Will Wright just fucks off, I guess. And then you get to the point of the game that we're at right now. We finally caught up, we're back up to date with what's going on. They should have had Sim Sandwich be My Sims. No one respects My Sims. I can think of at least one person who likes at least one My Sims game. And when I say at least one, I mean literally at least one person who likes at least one My Sims game. But also, I don't... Would My Sims have been out? That came out on the Wii. Was the Wii... Did this come out before or after My Sims? I don't know. Regardless, fair point, if it did come out before this game. Regardless, after we save the NES Simpsons that look absolutely wonderful and not at all like fake pixel art that looks nothing like an actual pixel art, they tell us that the only... What the fuck did they even tell us? I remember the general idea of what we need to do. I don't remember what they told us. That was it. The Simpsons are being sellouts. The creator of the Simpsons are sellouts, and they're putting the Simpsons on all sorts of various games, and the only way to get it to stop is if you go to 4 other games, including this one, based off of the Simpsons, that were being created by someone named The Creator, which, as you've probably figured out from the title, it's literally just Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons. If you go into the 4 different games, you can get a key card, and if you get 4 key cards, you can go beat the shit out of Matt Groening. Pretty much that's what all this is leading up to at this point. We're gonna beat the shit out of Matt Groening. And that was a lot of explanation for such a simple thing, but I just had to point out how fucking absurd and confusing this game's plot is. You thought The Simpsons Hit and Run was weird? You have not seen shit yet. You know what? Since the plot of this game clearly doesn't matter all that much, I'm just gonna do another big spoiler. Matt Groening isn't even the final boss. After we beat him up, we go fight God. I am dead serious right now. We fight God himself in a Dance Dance Revolution clone. Because fucking why not? This game is from October 2007. My Sims is September 2007. So it probably wouldn't work since they wouldn't want to admit it was such a flop so early on. That's fair. Yeah, that makes sense. At the very least, I'm sure there's a lot of ridiculous, stupid Sims games out there besides My Sims or Sim Ant, as I had already explained, or mentioned, I mean. But who knows? I'm not a Sims enthusiast. I only own one Sims game, and it's The Sims 4, and that's only because I got it for free. And you know what? I didn't even realize that they were going to be moving the game to be completely free when I first got it. So when I got it on the fucking Origin Games store, which doesn't even exist anymore. It's now the EA store. So now I have it on the fucking EA store, not even on something good like Steam. That's not the point here. I am a little salty about that, especially because now I can't just fucking switch over because I bought DLC on it. So fucking now what, you know? Backed into a corner here. I have to deal with the EA store. So glad. Ooh. Look at that! Arizona also has a bad experience with The Sims. Speaking of The Sims, I will never forgive them for making Sims 4 free like 2 weeks after I bought it for full price. My condolences. I can understand a similar pain. I will never be able to have it on a good launcher, and you will never be able to have it for the price that everyone else got it on. My condolences. We're in this ship together. And I really think that you should probably get you deserve to get a full refund for that and still keep the game, considering it's free. Now, at least. And I deserve to be able to move it to the other launcher because I bought the DLC for the game. I should be able to move the game to Steam and keep my DLC without having to pay for it again, because I'm not fucking doing that. I barely wanted to give EA the money the first time. I didn't even get like a free stuff packer for paying for it or anything, and that's the worst part. Oh my god. EA is such a good game company that everyone respects so much, because they deserve so much respect for what they're doing. Also, this is... I mean, it's a side note to the conversation, but I feel like I should probably mention this. I should probably explain what's actually going on in the level. I've just been playing and explaining the game's story and complaining about EA. What we're supposed to be doing here is we're supposed to be changing this game, this aggressive, horrible game, quote-unquote, into something more friendly. So that counter in the top right is counting how many of these buildings that we're changing to being all nice and friendly and well-made. So that's what's going on, and I really should have mentioned that. I hope Will Wright dies. For one thing, that seems a little aggressive. But for another thing, is Will Wright in charge of EA? I don't know if he even had a say in all of this. So I feel like we should probably... Like, if he's not responsible for any of this, he probably shouldn't take any blame for it. He especially shouldn't die over it. So I don't know for sure whether or not... Who's the CEO of EA? I hope they die too. I mean, I'm... No comment on the Will Wright thing, I will say. I'm not going to take sides because I don't know enough about him or whether or not he had a say in any of this to make a comment. But yeah, not a fan of the creator of EA either, the CEO of EA. They're kind of a piece of shit, as I'm sure we can all agree on. There's nobody... I don't think anyone's going to be all that beat up if something were to happen to the current CEO of EA. Andrew Wilson, of course he's Australian. What do you... Hang on, pause. What do you have against Australians? What did they ever do to you? If anything, I have more of a reason to have a thing against Australians because I played Bennett Foddy. And even then, I didn't hate it. It was fine. It was just very meh. He lives in California now, though, if we want to make the world a better place. Are you, like... Are you implying for me to take care of that? Because I am in California. I'm not gonna touch that. I am not going to do that. I am not going to. I'm not going to say anything if anyone does do anything to the current CEO of EA. But I just want everyone to know that I had no say in it. I did not touch anyone. I did not harm anyone if something like that does end up happening. I had no say in the matter. Am I supposed to be able to fucking... I'm supposed to be able to change this building. It's not letting me. So I'm probably missing something. I am not missing something. Okay, I thought I was supposed to be able to put Maggie in there or something. Is that one just supposed to stay a piece of shit? No, this one's... I'm pretty sure this one is different. This one's like a radio station or something, and we need to do something here. And I think this is why this stage got copyrighted on some other random YouTuber's channel. Because as I said, I did some research before I played this game, just to make sure that I wasn't going to get copyrighted and sued to hell and back. And for the record, so far so good. I have not gotten a copyright strike on this game yet. Somehow. I mean, I'm surprised that YouTube and Twitch didn't just fucking say, hey, those cutscenes look like they're straight out of the actual show. You're going to prison, kid. Fuck you. So I got left out. Words. Australia poisoned our water supply, burnt our crops, and delivered a plague upon our houses. Hmm. Good reference, for the record. But, I mean, I don't know otherwise, again, so... I don't specifically remember how I'm supposed to go about handling this part. Okay, clearly it's not with this, though. If I remember correctly, I need to make a bridge over here to get over there. And I have to use billboards. And I know that we broke a billboard earlier... somewhere. Oh, no, we don't use billboard. We just fucking grab a chunk of the street. Okay. I'm so glad that I was able to see where that was gonna land. And that most of the screen was definitely not taken up by the fucking billboard. Or not billboard. It's not a billboard. Ay. I'm too tired for this. Am I supposed to be using the billboard or not? Because I see the billboard. Okay, I can grab this. Okay, that locks into place. Kind of. It stopped, but it was locking into place a second ago. Okay, that's locking into place. That is supposed to be there, exactly like that. Apparently. Nope. Okay, that's locking into place. I think. That's supposed to be doing that, right? Really, game? You're gonna fucking make me sit here as you turn it all the way around just because I didn't have it the direction you wanted. Sure, game. Sure. Sure. The street is a billboard and the goblins are bugbears. Apparently nobody knows what anything is these days. Okay, and now we go forward. And I think this part is different? I think it's like a tower defense part where we have to defend these vans or something? No, we have to defend those vans over there. These ones we can beat up. I remember that this next part is a different type of gameplay, kind of.
Stay on target. Stay on target. The
And I wish that these dogs that I am commanding around would do something, please. Thank you. Get rid of the fucking spawner, for God's sake! How many times I gotta spam this fucking circle button for you to do what I'm trying to say? I don't even know if you heard that. I put it right up in the microphone. Okay. Also, real quick, I'm just gonna deactivate, activate, there. The audio's probably fixed now. If it was broken, it's fixed now. You're welcome. I'm just gonna do that like every 30 minutes, just to make sure that it doesn't get all fucked up again. Because it's gonna get fucked up. I was trying to fix it earlier, but I have no idea what I could possibly do to fix it. So we're just gonna roll with it. Oh, right. That's what we have to do.
Girl power! Go forth and bloom.
So yeah, it is like a defense thing. We have to protect these from a bunch of enemies coming up here. And Marge is just gonna fucking sit there and do absolutely nothing. Even on her own level, she doesn't get to participate. Probably shouldn't have wasted that. It's too late now. March supports gentrification. I'm not sure I even realize or know what that word means. I've heard that word.
Don't fail me now.
You know what? I'm gonna look it up. Give me a sec. Alright, chat. Today's word of the day is gentrification. The process whereby the character of a poor urban area is changed by wealthier people moving in, improving housing, and attracting new businesses, typically displacing current inhabitants in the process. Oh god. What about the people who used to live there, though? They're just fucking kicked out because rich people want to make money? I'd say I'm surprised, but that sounds like a regular American thing. As bad as it is. The world makes me sad.
He's so crazy. I got that. I'm broken inside. I'm sucking.
We learned so much on these streams. I know, right? This is an educational channel. Is that... Okay, I guess we're done. There's nobody else coming.
Here comes Marge.
Think about club sandwiches. Yes, we learn about club sandwiches and gentrification on my streams. God, I want to play Half-Life Alyx some more. I wasn't very good at it, but god, that game is fun. Probably the most fun I've had with a Half-Life game. And that's not to say the other games are bad, but god. Maybe it's just because I'm finally using words. Maybe it's because I'm finally being able to use my VR headset. God, I've been waiting so long to play that one, and it was so worth it when I finally got around to it, even if people didn't really watch it. I mean, some people watched it. It did alright. I've seen worse. They gentrified the club sandwiches. How dare they? Oh, right. There's a new channel point redeem, by the way. So that's a thing now. I think it's a little lazy. I just used one of the default Twitch animations for it, but whatever. God, why did Twitch change the fucking setup for... Oh, cutscene.
And how many points did you get? Video games don't have points anymore.
No points? How do you know you're doing good in the game?
Well, you make progress through the objectives of the game. Like here, we collected the 4 key cards.
4 points? That's a pretty sucky score. I got 8 million on a centipede machine in a Pizza Hut once. But 4? Pathetic.
Look, how many lives did it take you to get these cards? Lives? What do you mean?
I mean, I died a lot. And I mean a lot, but it's not like I have limited number of lives. Infinite lives? Then how is the game even hard? What's the point if you can just play forever?
The world I grew up in is gone.
Look, Cyber Chums, we need to use the keys to get into that mansion and talk to this creator wacko. Our town is being blown up as we speak, so let's do this thing.
Hey, Bart, in these video games, levels get easier as you go along, right? Right?
That's right, Dad. They sure do. Let's go.
Go get 'em, guys. Get your initials at the top of that high score screen. Yeah! Bad chance, 4 points. Sheesh.
Is there a cooldown on the new redeem?
This is it.
Yes, all
Build more
the
creative.
both of my
I
redeems
say
have a
smash
1
his
minute
face,
cooldown, I
bust his
think.
stuff, and take a leak on his lawn.
Way ahead of you, boy.
Okay. Didn't remember that cutscene.
So they want a war. Well, then it's a war they'll get. Violet, engage the Super Tune defense systems.
Yes, Mr. Groening.
It's graining.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay, anyway. Hang on, give me a sec. I left my water bottle across the room. I can't do the fucking point redeem without it. Lame, let me drown you. Arizona, I know fully well that if it was in your ability, you would redeem it every second. So I'm not gonna let you redeem it every second. At least give me a minute to relax. And either way, that's like... What? That's like fucking 120 times you can redeem it in a stream if you get here as soon as it starts. And I'm dead. And we're dead. Okay, we just got killed by lawyers. We're not watching the cutscene again.
This is it.
Let me use my 6,000 channel points. You can use them all you want. I'm not gonna turn the... I'm only doing a minute for the cooldown, alright? It's not like I put an hour or something. I went as low as I could. I was gonna put 30 seconds. Oh, wait. Hang on. Options. Nope. 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 Okay. I believe this level is safe. So I'm gonna turn the music back on. Jesus. I should probably move that. That's like getting blocked by the things. Hang on. First off, Arizona routine, hydrate. Water's good. I should probably drink it more often. Also, I didn't realize... Oh god. I didn't realize how bad that was, so I'm gonna move it up. It gets in front of the text and everything, and then you can't see the other chats because they're all layering on top of each other. Okay, that should be better. Or at the very least, it'll be more visible. Fucking get up. Can I just say, I probably already mentioned this, I love the revive anime. She did it again already? Okay, Arizona routine hydrate. I'm gonna go through this whole fucking water bottle today, aren't I? Suddenly I just got a sinking feeling of dread. Just realizing she's gonna do this every minute. I shouldn't have made it only 300, should I? What am I supposed to be doing here? I mean, besides beating the shit out of lawyers and Matt Groening, however the fuck you pronounce it. He doesn't even know, so how am I supposed to know? Drown. How dare you? I'm over here trying to give you free entertainment, and sure, I know it's not very good entertainment, but it's still free, goddammit. And you're over here trying to drown me. That ain't right, man. Ah! Arizona Redeemed Hydrate. Okay. This stream was a mistake. I already know exactly how the rest of this stream is gonna go, and I'm gonna regret it so bad. But at least chat's having their fun. Oh wait, am I supposed to be breaking these cars? No. Maybe? Yes, I am supposed to be breaking the cars. Maybe. I can break the cars at least. I learned that much.
Finally.
Okay.
Kelly should make a show about me.
Battling with lawyers. It's every stuff lost fantasy.
Okay, I guess they were just respawning infinitely until I figured out I was supposed to break their cars. I'm going to save up so many channel points, wait until you stream a game you love, and then force you to hydrate every minute of the whole 2-hour stream. Are you trying to kill me? You can die from drinking too much water. I hope you realize that. That is an actual thing. It's happened to people before.
Rich, I just choose not to be.
Grab the fuck... Okay, I just can't grab that. Sure. Maybe I should reconsider or make some edits to the hydrate option. It will only take 36,000 points and I have 5,000. I should adjust the price of that. In a year's time, you will drown. I don't want to. Arizona, why do you always try to kill me? Just genuine question. Why are you always trying to kill me? You can shoot the lawyer man. Thank you. Funny. Great, thanks. Good to know that my life is quite literally just a joke to you. Appreciate it. You will literally sacrifice my life because funny. Good to know that these are my friends.
Oh, even his lawn is nicer than mine. Maybe I should try hydro seeding.
Careful. How long has it been? Not an hour yet. Okay. I know I already mentioned this, and I'm gonna mention it again. But man, the combat in this game just does nothing but slow things down. It's not very good. Oh god, I shouldn't have switched home or he's gonna fucking die.
Kick ass.
No, Henry.
Like, this game has some interesting aspects to it. The combat is not one of them. Come on, man.
Cynthia.
Okay, sure, I didn't even realize I could grab that. I'll roll with it. This game is a semi-decent platformer with all of its puzzles and things. But every single few seconds having just a bunch of enemies show up for no reason really kills the pace. I mean, maybe it would be more interesting if there was more depth to the actual fighting, instead of just flailing around. Like, the most depth to the combat in this game is either using Marge to attack enemies instead of doing it herself, or just using Bart's slingshot instead of just going up and punching them, as you have to with the others. You know? I appreciate that they tried, and I appreciate that this is still probably a better Simpsons game than some of the other ones. But man, it's just a little bit obnoxious. Button mash to victory. Alright, this is a cool part.
That song, it's been haunting me for years.
Nope.
To sit up.
Wow, with this much money, I'd score all the honeys.
That's a fun little thing. I like that, honestly. That's always a cute little thing. Cute little... I'm not sure it counts as an Easter egg since it's referencing the show itself, but still. Funny, I like it.
There they are.
Let's do this.
I remember this part, at this point, starts to become a giant pain in the ass. And I don't remember why, but I hope that this is another one of those things where I just remember things incorrectly. Because I don't want to be stuck here for an hour.
Tag in.
Okay, this is just a dead end right now, so I guess we just need to kill things. Which, as mentioned earlier, is by far the best mode of gameplay in this game. And definitely was worth spending multiple hours programming just to have people hold L1 and mash the circle button. Isn't this just thrilling combat here, ladies and gentlemen? Absolutely incredible. Oh, the door's open. Man, I'm giving this game a lot of sass.
Check out this creepy artwork.
I did not remember that it closes again. Okay, I need to wait. And then go. That makes more sense. Did feel a little bit easy. You would think they would just have a third guy wait on the end in case one of them steps on the trap, but sure. Oh god, this is the room. I remember this room. And I remember platforming involving those bookcases, I think. And it's just a giant pain in the ass.
American Bar Association. Crush, kill, litigate.
You went to a second-rate law school.
Boy, your head.
Yeah, I think most of this entire room or this entire level is just this one room. There's light puzzles? Okay, there's light puzzles in this game. Sure. Because one of the first things I think of when I think Simpsons is light puzzles. I'm tired. Did I already tell you that? Because if not, then I just want you all to know that I'm tired. I mean, they're lawyers. That doesn't mean they're smart. 50% of all lawyers graduated in the bottom half of their class. I didn't know that. And also, I probably shouldn't just trust any information on the internet. Internet? Good lord. I don't know if that's true or not. I cannot confirm or deny. Okay, we cannot step up there. It's literally shoving me off. Oh god, it's all coming back to me now. Shut up. Oh, this is gonna be the worst. Yeah. Okay. Nope. Okay, I was wrong, apparently. Thank God. For once, I'm glad to have proven myself wrong. Because I didn't spend a fucking hour doing that.
I call for a recess.
Didn't even think about this. 50% graduate in the bottom of half. Because a half is 50%. That means 50% of all lawyers also graduate in the top half of their class. I mean, that's probably not even correct math. Because to be perfectly honest with you, there's probably... It depends, you know? Words. How am I gonna explain what I'm trying to say here? Like, I get what you're trying to say here. 100% of people who graduate in the bottom half of their class. No. You're saying... I don't even know what I'm trying to fucking say. I don't even know what I'm trying to fucking say. I don't even know what my point is. I don't have a point. I never have a point, and you should never listen to what I'm trying to say either. Or ever. Or whatever. That wasn't what I was supposed to do. Go take a nap. I can't, because I have to finish this game today. This has to be the last stream of this, because I said the last stream was going to be the last stream of this. And here... Okay. And here we are, playing this game again. This was supposed to be a three stream game, but I got tired last time and I bailed. So I can't. I have to finish this. It's only 2 more levels. We're gonna be fine. We just have to beat up Matt Groening, however the fuck you pronounce it. He doesn't even know, so I can't be expected to figure it out. And then we have to fucking beat God, and then we can be done. I can take a nap. And I can never stream this again. I might stream it again someday. Probably not anytime soon. And probably just not in general. But who the fuck knows? I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. We gotta kill Matty G. Exactly. We need to make him pay for making us suffer like this. Is that even what I was supposed to do? No, it won't. It literally will not let me touch this button until I activate that one over there. Where the fuck is Bart? What is he doing? He's just hiding in a corner this whole time. He's like the best one at being able to handle these lawyers. And yet he's just not doing anything. Okay, I need to get Bart over there. Did Homer jump down? If Homer jumped down, I am gonna be so sad. Like, actually just so sad. Because I have to bring him all the fucking way back. Okay, thank God. He's right where he needs to be. Okay. How do I get over there? Please, camera. You're not stuck on anything. You can move faster than that. Oh, it's easier than I thought. I just gotta jump on this. Okay. This is a complete side note, but this top section of the level, I just realized, reminds me a lot of... I wonder if anyone's gonna... I mean, people are probably gonna get this. It reminds me a lot of the museum in Rock Bottom in SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. Now that I think about it, you're also jumping across chandeliers for like the second half of that level. I didn't even realize that until just now. Good God. Maybe this game is a more accurate commentary on video games than we thought.
I bet our creator's like a 1,000-foot Godzilla with big boobs and he breathes fire snot.
Think again. Your creator is TV's most beloved animation visionary.
Seth MacFarlane?
Ah! Say hello to my little friend.
Aw, snap! Do that, do
So this boss fight has one very big problem. And this problem is that we also need to beat up Zoidberg, and he does not deserve this. And I don't want to do that to him. Just the thought makes me sad, but it's what we have to do. As sad as it is. Also, side note, this little crossover predates the official Simpsons Futurama crossover on the show. So that's fun. This happened before. That entire episode didn't need to happen. Yeah, it was a good episode. I remember watching it. That episode got me into Futurama, now that I think about it. I probably should have gotten into the show earlier because it's a really good show. Man, we should play the Futurama game instead. Is it any better? I mean, this game's alright. But I want to know if that one's better or worse than this one. Either way, I don't have it. But if I do play it, I'm probably going to stream it. Maybe. Who knows? I've never played it because I don't have it.
And your easygoing hipster ways?
There he is. There's Zoidberg up there on the top level. I don't want to have to do this, but I have to do this. Zoidberg is a real doctor. What do you mean? He has a medical degree, I think. I haven't watched the show in a while. I'm pretty sure Dr. Zoidberg is a doctor, as his name says. All I know is that Zoidberg does not deserve to be getting the shit beaten out of him, as we are doing right now. I don't know if the other Futurama game is any better than this one, or not.
My My turn.
And we're up here now, okay.
Let's do this.
This entire first phase of the boss fight is just taking care of Futurama characters, isn't it? I forgot, it's been a while. Fun fact, there were Futurama and Simpsons crossover comics. They predate the crossover episode, but this game predates the comics, as the comics were made in 2010. Huh. You would think that they would have crossed over way before either of these things, honestly. But I mean, I guess, you know, I would have thought they would have crossed over in the actual show before they would have had a special guest appearance in a video game like this, or had a whole comic series before this. But that's interesting, I never knew that. I might check them out someday. Probably not, because I don't really... Oh god. Probably not, because I don't really read comics, but hey, maybe one day I'll check it out.
Bart, Dad, you just vanquished your own creator. The philosophical implications would make Eugene Ionesco's head spin.
You make a provocative point, Lisa. And furthermore, kick him!
Stop kicking the man who doodled you. It isn't nice.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you for saving me, ma'am. I'm enduring grateful.
Mr. Groening, how could you have betrayed us, the fruits of your creative loins, and sold us out to all these awful video games where we endlessly die and lose health and jump and jump and jump?
I swear I didn't know they'd be awful, Lisa. If I'd known, I only would have slapped your faces on mugs, t-shirts, candy, lunchboxes, board games, gum, novelty flying discs, and fluffy, fluffy beach towels. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Video game engine self-destruct button!
So long, suckers!
Thankfully, we don't have to go through an escape sequence. Also, hang on, I'm gonna... There we go. Audio should be fixed again, if it was broken. So anyway, now that we're done with Matt, we need to kill God. Because why the fuck not? I don't even remember how we get to that point. I just remember that it happens. Also, side note, ignoring the copyright of the next level, I'm going to try to keep the music on before that point, because I remember the next level has the best music in the game, excluding the copyright part.
Prevailed. I have dishonored my ancestors.
The Springfield portal is the only one that's holding. Come on, everyone, back to Springfield.
Hang on, I'll be right back. For the love of Sauron, will you? Crap.
Oh, well, I'm glad that's over. What's for dinner, Marge?
I hope it's a spaghetti. Here we go.
Homer, we're still under attack.
I guess all that's left to do is pray that God saves us.
That's it, Mom. We have to talk to God.
Lisa, what are you doing? It's not safe out there.
I'm gonna use my Buddha hand powers to build a tower to heaven out of Springfield buildings. Then we can get to the only authority who outranks Matt Groening, God.
Lisa, everyone knows God only helps the mighty.
I've built a stairway to heaven.
Awesome. Ooh, I hope this door's aren't all closed.
Who's there? Stand and unfold yourself.
Hey, what's the big idea? Let us through.
Dad, I think that's Shakespeare. You know, the Bard of Avon.
Ooh, I love Avon.
I pray thee cease thy counsel, which falls into mine ears as profitless as water in a sieve.
Enough of the John Grisham fancy talk, Mustachio.
Meet Yorick, a fellow of infinite death!
Okay, hang on a sec. Arizona said a lot in chat. I don't think the creator of the show gets to destroy the video engine of the game that he just got money for licensing out and not making it all. Though now that I think about it, Disney probably has a button in the CEO's office to destroy Kingdom Hearts at a moment's notice. You know, I don't know much about the Bible, but I'm pretty sure the last time someone tried to build a tower to God, it didn't end well. I don't know anything about the Bible. I've never read the Bible. All I know is what my friends have told me, and what my friends have told me is that the Bible is fucking wild. Like, there's a lot of weird shit in the Bible. And also, yeah, I don't know why or how... Actually, now that I think about it, I think Matt Groening would be able to do that, you know? What is this? There's just a giant dead end over here. Okay. Giant pixely dead end. Anyway. About your comment about the creator being able to destroy the game engine. I don't think they would be able to do that, as you said. But, I know that when it comes to something like this... like, with the licensing of a game or a game being made based off a franchise, I think they would be able to just destroy the game at a moment's notice. Like, if they just decide that they don't like the direction that the game is taking or something, then they could just be like, you know what, no, fuck it, I'm pulling out... Phrasing. Phrasing! Not phrasing, words. Wrong words. They're pulling the rights to the series. They're pulling the rights to the games, to the franchise, so they can't use those characters anymore. And, like, a lot of the time, that just, like, pulls the plug on the game as a whole, because they can't just change it. He's pulling out, chat. Matt Groening's pulling out. Fuck's sake. Okay, if I remember correctly, this level is actually very simple, assuming you're not going for 100%. Right? I remember you just have to get to the other side over there, while dealing with all of the enemies you've seen throughout the game. Honestly, kind of a fun, neat little attention to detail. Honestly, I kind of like that. Especially considering that brings a whole new meaning to how every time you beat an enemy in this game, you can see them float up to heaven. Even if they didn't really do a good job of showing what happens after you kill them here, because their model doesn't move, they just kind of have a halo leave them like that. Does that mean we're sending them to hell or something? I don't know. I'm not going to get into the implications of that. We're just going to keep moving on. Neat little attention to detail. I just like that they had the whole final level be heaven and have all the enemies from the rest of the game be what you're fighting here. Banished to hell. I mean... some of these guys probably deserve to be in hell, all things considered. I know we've only really seen the loggers and, like, one alien. I'm pretty sure there's more reused enemies here. And I feel like it's very weird of me to say that reusing enemies is a good thing. Golf? What? This is a golf course? There's no way. There's no way anyone would be able to golf on this. That's not the point here. I'm sure there's more reused enemies throughout this. And it's kind of cool, again, that they would reuse enemies like this. for this specific level, considering the theming. In any other game, or in any other scenario, if they were to just lazily reuse enemies, that would be a problem. Here, it's just kind of neat. It's weird, you know? Context matters in a game, I guess. Context matters in anything, to be honest. Actually, yeah, you know what? Context matters, which is why it's important that you don't say things like they're pulling out of nowhere. God. Words are hard. I know I shouldn't have brought that back up if I'm trying to ignore it, but I feel like I deserve to be punished for my stupidity. How am I supposed to get this? That's ammo? What? Okay, sure. We're shooting halos at people. We're using halos to send people to hell. Words are hard and they get you banned from the Haunted Mansion. God, I wonder how many people are even gonna know the reference. I wonder how many people watched both that and this. Nope, can't grab that. Thought maybe that was like a poll or something. Am I missing something? I mean, obviously I'm missing something. But what am I missing? I didn't even see that! I just started spamming triangle thinking I was gonna... or hoping I was gonna grab onto something. I guess I could have just looked up a little bit, or seen the thing, but like, I did not see the prompt or anything at all. Sure, okay, that's... I guess that makes sense, but still. I love this game, well, I like this game, but sometimes it makes it really hard to vouch for it, especially with moments like that. Like, the only reason I wasn't able to see that was just because I was too short for it. Our characters are made to be too short for it. What did that do for me? What? Oh, okay.
Flame on.
Dolphins shouldn't be in heaven. Bart fucking died as soon as I switched to him. Are you kidding me? And I need him for the next part, so I just have to wait for his dumbass to get up again. Please, don't do this to me. You should be used to being too short for things. Arizona, shut up. Banned. If I had a mod, I would tell them to ban you, even though I wouldn't actually want them to ban you. But how dare you say that to me? Anyway, the problem of not being able to see would have been avoided if they had just given us one of the other two Simpsons, besides Bart and Lisa. But sure, give us the children and put something just out of their line of sight.
Here comes Lisa.
Anyway, now we're making a Starbucks. For some reason. All things considered, from what I've heard in this modern day and age, Starbucks probably doesn't deserve to be in heaven. But, I don't know, maybe this game was made during a different time where they weren't well known for being terrible to their minimum wage workers or something. Is this supposed to be the front? Okay, that's supposed to be the front. It didn't feel like it was supposed to be the front. I don't even remember why this is necessary for the game, but we have to do it.
Can't believe I helped build another Benjamin Franklin. You are my intellectual hero. Please, please let us pass so we can talk to God.
No way, Lisa. You're a bigger butt kisser than Thomas Jefferson. Up here, I'm judge, jury, and executioner. It's time you all learned that heaven can be a hell of a place.
Okay,
Finally.
now we have to beat up Benjamin Franklin. We have to beat up Benjamin Franklin. Because I can't fucking speak English. What is he? Hello? Okay, he's fine. He was a little stuck there. But he's fine now. I'm gonna turn off the music now, because the next part... The music's been off this entire fucking time? Did I never change it back? Oh my god, this entire level had like the best song in the entire game, and you never fucking heard it, because I didn't remember to turn on the audio, and I can't turn it on again now, because we're getting right to the copyrighted part. Oh my god. Man, anyone who's watching this live, just stick around after the stream's over. I'm going to put a link to the song used during the stage because I love it. I think we should beat up all the founding fathers. I agree. America is their fault, and they should take the blame for it. I'm actually genuinely disappointed about that. I'm actually mad at myself. I must have fucking pressed triangle instead of X and reset the fucking option when I changed it.
Oh my. God's not setting a very good example.
No wonder you never hear about God having a girlfriend.
Is someone there? I don't have any money.
God, it's the Simpsons here. You've been playing with our lives, and we'd like you to stop. Our town, family, and friends are all suffering.
Yeah, God, you used to be cool.
Just because I'm a gamer doesn't mean I'm not cool. Your uneasy looks have brought my disfavor. You bunch
Gamers
of
are never cool. I would know. I'm one of them. Okay. Pause. I just want to tell you this right now. This boss fight fucking sucks. As you saw, the boss fight is a rhythm game. Here's the catch. The boss fight is not a rhythm game. None of the quote-unquote notes that are happening on this are in time with the song that would be playing here at all. Not that it matters, because as you can see, it takes us a fucking decade to get to the place, and we have to time our button presses incredibly specifically. And it's very awkward and weird. And again, it's not on time. And I know this because if you die, the music doesn't stop and reset. It just keeps going. You just have to keep fucking doing this over and over again, with the music getting more and more off sync. Not that it was ever in sync before. And I remember, as a kid, my sister and I were stuck on this for literal years, and neither of us could beat it, and neither of us could figure out why. And it's because it fucking sucks. I'd hate to say it, this boss fight fucking sucks. And the fact that this is what we've been working towards this entire time is kinda disappointing. But here we are, doing a very broken, bad rhythm game.
First original sin.
Okay, now I think about it, the timing for the button presses is more in time with you pressing it than I remember. But that doesn't change the fact that I remember it not being in time. And I know for a fact that the music just keeps fucking playing. So even if you do, even if it is on time. Entertainment, play Kevin MacLeod copyright-free music? Yes, please. Get some of that incredible non-copyrighted music up in there. Make this boss fight all the more intense by playing something incredible.
God got game. Me, I'm good. First original sin, now this.
Just about done with this.
Way to hurt
I don't remember
God's
how long it
feelings.
is. Oh, wow. You know, I guess that's a pretty big sign that the Wii was out when this game came out, you know? I probably should have thought about that. Also, side note, one of the enemies walking towards us is Matt Groening, even though we never actually killed him, we just knocked him down. Good attention to detail, game. He was perfectly alive and well and fucking bailed on us, but he's dead now, I guess.
First original sin, now
We just
this.
killed Matt multiple times at some point, apparently.
Great. Way to hurt God's
Okay, we're done.
All right, loser. You stop the destruction of our town and give us some answers, or these save games go in the drink.
Oh god, the memory
My
card.
save game, stop! I'm on the final boss fight in Oblivion. I can't start again from the beginning. Okay, I'll do whatever you want.
I thought so.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, God, is it? It's time for some answers. Who are we?
Here's the bad news. Your video game characters. You were designed by computer geeks in cubicles to run around and be controlled by other computer geeks in their bedrooms.
We knew that, Birkenstocks.
Yeah, explain to us the meaning of life.
Okay, those computer geeks who control you, thing is, they're part of a video game too. You see, the planet Earth is my most immersive, detailed video game yet, and I play it 24 hours a day. It's great. You can get out of your car, have a family. I even put in a complete and wholly consistent fossil record for the nerds. So, the Simpsons game, your game, is really nothing but a mini-game inside my Earth game. If you think about it.
So, not only are we not real, we're characters inside a mini-game inside another game. And the people playing us right now are the characters inside the big game that you're playing.
Well, you're not inside just any game. The planet Earth got a score of 96 on Metacritic.
But why did you let me find the instruction book back in Springfield? Doesn't that mess up your whole system?
Oh, totally. That was like a complete accident. Here I am.
Oh god, is he? Oh god, is music playing in the cutscene? Please don't tell me the music is playing in the cutscene. I'm gonna start talking because he's singing the song that's playing in the boss fight. And I'm just gonna keep talking because I don't want him to
Screw
be
this, I'm getting a beer.
getting my stream copyrighted because I've been trying so hard.
Oh.
Okay, music is probably stopped now.
The Simpsons game?
So, yeah. You see? Oops.
Oops, ain't gonna cut it, Mr. Glowing Visage Beautiful Beyond all description. You gotta make this right.
Relax, relax. God, I feel really, really super bad about all of this. And I seriously want to finish Oblivion so I can get started on something else, so what do you want?
Put Springfield back the way it was.
And let us keep our awesome powers.
Improve the working conditions of all video game characters.
Grant me 3 wishes.
Fine, fine, I'll do all that stuff. Even make games less dangerous for the characters. I guess games have been getting too violent.
God, there is one thing. Do you ever wonder if you're a character in a video game?
Well, that's just dumb. I mean, stop being dumb.
Wow! Daddy, someone's looking at me.
And that's it. Oh, Matty G killed himself after the cutscene by choking on a slice of pizza. F. That's all I can say. Rest in peace, Matt Groening, however the fuck you pronounce it. That's it! Finally, we've beaten the Simpsons game again. Well, not. We beat another Simpsons game. And it just kind of unceremoniously plops us here. So, yeah, that's about it. A game that I played a lot in my childhood. It's not as good as I remember it, but that doesn't automatically mean that it's bad. It was still pretty fun, and I still had a good time with it. Sure, the game might be flawed in a lot of ways, but it's still decently entertaining and fun. Even if it's not all that great of a game, there's still a lot of decent jokes, a great soundtrack. All in all, I would still recommend at least trying it once or twice. You know, I still like this game, even if I was harsh to it throughout the whole thing. And I'm glad that you guys were here to stick around and watch it with me. Or watch me doing this, you know? Holy shit, 6 viewers? Okay. I guess more people like this were watching this than I thought. I'm glad you guys apparently like this too. Oh my god. My sister just redeemed Hydrate. Right as I got to the end of it. I was drinking it throughout the stream because it's hot in here and I'm thirsty. Okay, well, the ending kind of sucked though. What? Yeah, of course. Kind of par for the course. Everything in this game kind of sucked. It's fine overall, but everything about it kind of sucked. It's good enough. That's how I would describe it. The Simpsons game is good enough. I enjoyed it. The ending was kind of lame. But sure, it's fine. It's a decent enough game. At the very least, if you're looking for something to do or want some more Simpsons-related content, I would recommend it. Anyway, I said I was going to send you guys something in chat right before we end this off. So, give me a second. I'm trying to make sure that the video I found is the right one. But there's ads everywhere because YouTube is filled with ads because they don't give a shit about the experience of the viewer and just want to pump as many goddamn ads as possible into everything. I mean, my god. Back-to-back unskippable ads. They're always pulling this shit. YouTube, get your shit together. Yep, okay. I'm just gonna end the stream. Thank you to everyone who decided to stick around and watch this. I appreciate it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I'm just gonna end it now. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.